one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Giants and the Steelers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was?
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. T.J. Watt providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Jackson on first down.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Giants are 12-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On 2nd down, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't...
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Pass is caught by Will Robinson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you can break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 28 yards. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Remember, he got loose on the previous drive, capped it off with a nice touchdown run. And now starting again here, 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Will Robinson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory lap. He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense held him to a field goal. They're still working with a lead here as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Dillon now on 1st and 10.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hodgins in motion. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about it.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got a touchdown pass in this first half, but he's also been intercepted twice, so he'll be looking to be a bit more careful with the ball here as they start on 1st down.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
He dumps this off to Dillon underneath.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Flush to his right.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
Oh, what a juke into space.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot.
And New York set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now Jackson on 2nd down.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On third down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
This is Dillon on the counter.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2. Read option. This is Gray.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And New York set to take the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught downfield. It's Waller.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Being chased out left.
Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rolling to his left. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the... Possession switching back to the New York Giants.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and then we'll bring up 2nd down.
And 4 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
First down, Giants.
Dillon now off the option.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing is Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game.
The Giants going to take over again on offense.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This offense so far on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality.
And New York set to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson.
They go screen with Dillon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Give him 32 on the play. Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. If nothing else, they've already taken it. Clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Jackson now. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy. staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Now Jackson, flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On second down, Dillon.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This one is Slayton over the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Room here to run. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
He's got Bellinger.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's Jackson.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Set to take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happier then.
I remember a coach at a previous stop tell me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.